ask yourself and jot down are really just between, have you already told any family or friends that you're thinking about doing Pampered Chef? And if you were to do Pampered Chef,
okay, everybody's going to start out with one ticket for coming tonight.
if you were to do Pampered Chef, what would be your main reason for doing Pampered Chef?
I want another baby and I can't afford it.
And my third question to you would be, how much money would you like to make, and how much money do you need to make? I'm going to come back to these questions, but I really want you to think about them.
She still needs them.
You still need the question? Okay, well, let's start at the beginning.
I'm sorry.
The first question was, do any of your friends, have you told any family or friends yet that you're thinking about doing Pampered Chef? It's just an easy yes or no question. The second question was, if you were to do Pampered Chef, what would be your primary reason? Like for some people, like me, it was to pay a bill. Other people, it's for the free products. Some people, it's to earn a vacation. Some people, it's flexible, but you need your own reason. My third question was, how much money would you like to make, and how much money do you need to make? And then where we were is that fourth question. Thinking of the week, there's a 7-day week, and then there's morning, afternoon, evening slots. Can you think to yourself, is there 2 or 3 time slots that you could fit in a show? I'm not saying that you're going to do 3 shows in a week, but looking at what you have going on, maybe another job, family obligations, church obligations, maybe you belong to a bowling league. Looking at your given week, can you think of 2 or 3 time slots that you could fit a show in? So it might be a Friday night, it might be a Saturday brunch, it might be a Sunday afternoon show. But I'd like you to just think to yourself if there were 2 or 3 time slots that you could fit Pampered Chef in. And then, besides yourself, can you think of anybody that might have a show for you? So besides yourself, think, do you have a best friend? Do you have a neighbor? Do you have a coworker?
Sister.
A sister?
College.
A college friend? Okay, and let's just, on your own paper, I'd like you to go back to the questions, and I'll tell you why I've asked them. I asked you if you shared with anybody that you were contemplating doing Pampered Chef. The reason for that is any of you who answered yes, you're interested. If you started telling somebody, I'm thinking about doing Pampered Chef, I know you're interested. And then I asked you what would be your reason for doing it. We all start for different reasons, and that's like your heart tug. So even though Pampered Chef does things like offer a free bag for doing 2 shows in a month, your real reason would be your car payment or piano lessons or braces for your daughter's teeth. Anybody want to share anything that they put down on their thing as their reason for doing it if they were to do it?
That's extra income.
Extra income, and what would you use the extra income for?
Probably to buy me a car.
To buy you a car, all right. How about you, Rosa?
My son's going to be going off to college.
Your son's going to college. Anybody else want to share?
Paying off my student loan.
Paying off your student loan. Very good. How about you, Rhonda?
I put to control my income and then my work hours.
Excellent. Excellent.
I didn't put nothing, but if I were to, it would be for extra spending money.
Extra,
for my family.
extra spending money for your
Shopping,
family.
shopping
Very
for the
good.
children.
For my children. Now, I asked you 2 questions. How much money would you like to make? How much do you need to make? Because those are really a difference. And when we look at our shows and our income from our shows, typically somebody is making $100, $120 per show on average. Give or take a little depending on how your attendance is. So if you said, I need to make $400 a month, then you're looking at 4 to 5 to 6 shows, depending on your party average. If you're saying I want to make 200, you're looking at 2 to 3 shows per month. So for everybody, it's a little bit different, but you know, that is your number of what fits in with you. And then I asked you about the 2 or 3 time slots. Anybody want to share what some of the time slots were that you thought about?
I picked Sunday after church
Sunday after church. Good time.
because I live right around the corner from my church, so they could leave church and come right on over.
There you go.
Or you can even do it in church and give the church a new
That's
kitchen.
true, downstairs, that's right,
Yeah.
we have a kitchen.
And you could pray for good results.
Very good. Anybody else have a time slot that they thought?
Saturday.
On a
Saturday
Saturday.
night.
Saturday night? Anybody
On a
else?
Thursday night, that's usually ladies' night.
Thursday night is ladies' night. Now, the reason I asked you for that is that, you know, if you need to control your own calendar first. So when you decide when it works for you to do shows, then as you're talking, and I asked you that last question, besides yourself, who have you thought of who might be able to do a show for you? As you're talking to these friends and family, you're going to say to them, I have an availability to do a Saturday night or a Thursday night show. Which is best for you? And you're going to look at your own calendar as far as when you want to get started, and then you're going to say, when you fill out your form to order your kit, you're going to say, okay, I'm going to start the week of the 14th, and I'm going to do Thursday and Saturday. So I'll do Thursday and Saturday, and my next week, that Thursday, that Saturday. And then as you talk to your family and friends, you're going to slot them in to the openings that you have.
Another one.
So that's why I asked you those questions. And now I just kind of want to briefly kind of go through a little bit about our programs and the stuff that we did. We already mentioned at the very beginning, Pampered Chef has some great programs. The thing that makes us different than everybody else is who pays for them. Every month we have great guest specials. We have great host specials. We even have some incentives for you as a consultant for just doing your job. The company pays for that. It's really important that you know that, because if you're going to compare companies, you want to compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges. Some other companies might say, oh, well, we'll pay you more. But then when you find out who pays for the hostess gifts, do you realize our hostesses get free shipping? They don't even pay tax on their free stuff. Free is free with Pampered Chef. We're allowed to take credit card payments from customers. Pampered Chef's not charging us for the privilege of being able to accept credit card charges. Our training is free. Our computer program is free. And now everything that comes in the kit, when you take a look at the picture of the kit in that blue brochure, we also include paperwork, your apron, the bag to carry it. So we give you everything that you need to do your first 6 shows. Our home office is in Addison, so everything gets shipped straight out of there. So you're not having a closet full of products that you're storing away. You go out and do the show, the orders ship directly to the hostess. So you're not touching the products in between, and you're not handling customer service returns. If somebody has an issue, they're going to deal directly with that. Now, it's great to say, where are you going to find business? You know, everybody says, oh, I love the products. We have the best products. And probably the biggest, most exciting thing that I will share with you. One is, have you ever heard of the man named Warren Buffett? Okay, did you realize about 8? You heard about him? Yeah. About 8 years ago, Warren Buffett purchased Pampered Chef. We're part of the Berkshire Hathaway Holdings. We are one of the most solid gold companies that you could find. You know, when Doris Christopher started Pampered Chef, she started from a little money that she borrowed against her life insurance plan, and we've been debt-free since. So you don't have to worry that Pampered Chef's going to close its doors or in the economy. Every home has a kitchen, and everybody eats. So everyone is our potential customer. There's not a household in America, and sometimes I get excited. You know, I'll be somewhere where there's a lot of people, and I'll look at them and I'll think, they all have kitchens. I wonder if they've ever been to a Pampered Chef show before. So You have an unlimited market, you have the most solid company, and a company that pays for all that stuff. So the money you make actually goes into your pocket. Your take-home pay is your take-home pay. And I think it's really important to have fun at your shows, and we have food, and people are together with friends. And when they did research, people said Pampered Chef shows were the most fun parties that they've ever been to. And it's because we've got the 3 F's. We have fun, we eat food, and we're together having fun with friends. So, yeah. And you know, some people like the flexibility of working from home. And I want to just open it to you for any questions. I mean, there's other things that I can tell you. Anybody want to know about making money? How you make money, what the commission rate is, that kind of stuff? Okay.
Oh, yes.
All right. All right. So this is like the fun part, because even though we have fun, you want to be paid for it, right?
Right.
You're not
Okay.
volunteering.
We're not volunteering. Yeah, we're not volunteering for this job.
This is the fun part.
This is the fun part, yes. The first money is the value of the kit. I want you to write this down. The kit will either cost you $155 or $80, depending if you do the full kit or the mini kit. Our little kit was really designed for the person who's been to a ton of parties and they already have a kitchen full of Pampered Chef products. Or for the person who money is really a struggle, and this will allow them to start a business for under a $100 investment. If you can afford it, the full kit is the way you want to go. And you also have the option of having your own show and taking a little bit, taking up to $40 off on that price. The kit is worth $570. So let's do the math. Are you already ahead with the value of what you get versus what you spent? Yes, absolutely. So you make money out the door. Pampered Chef asks that you try it for a couple of times, and we're going to suggest that you do at least 4 shows in your first month. And if you're typical Pampered Chef consultant for doing 4 shows, you're probably going to have about $1,600 or so or more in sales. John's first show was $1,800, right, John?
Yep.
So the number that you want to look at is $1,250, because when you hit that, you're going to hit your first bonus levels. And in your first 30 days, you're going to make a $200 bonus for having hit $1,250.
Pampered Chef dollars.
Pampered Chef dollars. You're going to make commission on your sales. So if you had $1,600 in sales at 23% commission, Nancy Joe. Who has that sheet in front of right here?
I don't think it's 23 in the beginning, I think it's 20.
No, it's 23%
When
because
you
your sales are
submitted
over
1,600,
$1,250.
yeah.
We have, I said that I explained our commission rate. You only
320,
earn 20% if your sales are under $750 for the month. The minute you go to $751, you're earning 22%. Your rate of earning is 20 to 25%. So it makes a difference. If you hit our top level, which is $4,000 in sales, you're earning $250 if you did a $1,000 show. If you're at 22% commission, you're earning $220.
Hey, Marie, I've got that one sheet in there that my girls have that breaks down the commission with a $500, a $600, and a $700 show. So you can use that as your cheat sheet.
So, okay, so if you were doing 4 shows in your first month,
Yeah,
you would have 2,000 in sales.
right.
Your commission rate would be 25%. Oh, no, 23%. And your commission earned would be a little bit under $500. So you'd make $120 or so per show.
Yep.
Not bad for just a couple nights out.
Yep.
So let's add, you're going to add that $500 to the $570 that the kit is worth. You're going to have $200 in Pampered Chef bonus dollars, which you can use for a pizza roller or, you know, a flour sugar shaker or whatever it is that you didn't get in your kit that you still want. And because you're joining this month, we have a special for you. And let me show you the picture of
I think
the
it's
knife.
in their packet if you want
You want to hold it up? Do you have it, Rhonda? The picture of the
Yep, it's in
Knife block.
the
the
knife.
knife block set?
No, in the white sheets.
Oh, the white sheet.
Yeah, the knife block set.
There you.
No.
There you go. You want to hold it up so everybody else can see. So right now, the knife block set with those knives is a bonus for getting started this month. So that's an extra too. So just add it up.
That's worth $149.
Yeah, when I did the numbers, it's about an $1,200 return on your $155 investment in just being willing to go out and try it for 4 times. If at the end of that month you decide, you know what, I love it, you're going to keep on going, and we're going to train you to make sure that you know what you're doing. You're not in it by yourself. As you can see, we've got a team of people that support each other. If you decide at the end of the month, you know, gosh, I tried it, I love all the stuff I have, but it's not for me, it's really okay. But we encourage you to stick with it at least for the 90-day new consultant rewarding period, because if you've ever learned how to ride a bike, the first couple times are real shaky and you're not really sure what you're doing, but you know, a couple weeks later you hop on that bike and you just ride and you don't even think about it. So in the first couple months that you're with us, you're going to keep getting better and better and better, and pretty soon it's going to be like second nature to you.
And we really encourage for your training period that you do 2 shows a week for 3 weeks in a row. Because I like to liken it to singing a song. First time you hear it, good beat. The next time you're humming along. The next time you get the chorus. The next time you get a verse. And by the 5th or 6th time, you're singing that song directly. And that's how it is with the show. Because every time you go out and do a show, you're going to come home, and I don't want you to turn on that radio. I want you to think about your show. What went really well? Boy, that was great. This is fantastic. I loved how that went. What do I want to change? What didn't go so well? And before you get busy with the rest of life, think through those things so that you know what you want to do differently for your next show. Because it's an experiment. And that's why we have you start with your friends and family. Because they love you. So I think that's important to know, that you're not expected to be an expert as you come out the door, and you're going to learn along the way, and it takes 6 or 8 shows for you to even know if you even like it. So
Questions? Okay.
So we have our first show. What did you call it?
Grand opening.
grand
Okay,
opening.
so what happens at that show?
Right.
Well, I come and I help you, and you invite all your friends and family, your neighbors. You're going to let everybody know it's the grand opening of your business, so you want them to come and enjoy. Some people even have it 2 different nights or 2 different times, like a Thursday night or Friday night and a Saturday morning or a Sunday afternoon. So if certain people just can't get out at night or can't get out on the weekends, you can cover everybody, because the most important thing you're going to do is market yourself. And you need to let people know you're in business. You're going to ask people to bring friends. You're going to ask for referrals. And so those first two shows, that's your grand opening, okay? And if you had invested $100,000 in a business, you'd have a grand opening, wouldn't you? You'd advertise, you'd let people know, you'd have flyers, you'd have coupons, just to get people in the door. That's how you want to think of yourself. Just because you're only investing $155 plus tax, don't treat it any differently than if you're opening up a $100,000 investment of a gift shop or a store of some sort, or a restaurant, whatever, because it can give you the same kind of returns. It can give you the same kind of returns. Or more. Yeah, absolutely.
John figured out, what did you make from that very first show you ever did?
$18.
You did not make $18.
Oh, my first show. It was $18. Yeah, because it was my $150 show.
Oh, your $150 show.
However,
second
I think it
show.
was $432 my first show. I was there
first real
for,
show.
well, I was there longer because it was a friend of mine. However, if you do the math, divide $430 by 4 hours. And there's sometimes you're there only 3.5 hours. Divide that and figure out what I made per hour.
Yeah.
Yes, you do take maybe an hour and put books together and put stuff together for them. Okay, add 5 hours to that. 5 divided by 440 is $80 an hour for that night. So, and like
And
Marie
that
said
was
before,
a great first show.
oh, it is a great show. I mean, not every show has been like that. However, you don't have the stuff come to your house. Oh my God, I got to deliver this. I got to do this. I got to do it. For her show, I did go back to the house and help her separate it because she had 7 boxes and she's kind of handicapped. However, you don't have to do anything. They get their product and they distribute it. You don't.
Any other questions? I think our pizza's ready.
That was my next question.
Is the pizza ready?
Why don't you tell them what